Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. Let's begin with the practice question. Consider the following statements regarding Democracy Report 2022. It is released by the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance. Democracy Report 2022 takes into account the electoral dimensions only. Sweden topped the Liberal Democratic Index. We have to select the correct statement. Only third is correct. D is the correct answer. According to the latest Democracy Report 2022, the level of democracy enjoyed by the average global citizen in 2021 is down to 1989 levels. It is released by the VDEM Institute at Sweden's University of Gothenburg. The study is titled Democracy Report 2022, Autocratization, Changing Nature. VDEM's conceptual schemes take into account not only the electoral dimension but also liberal principles. While Sweden topped the Liberal Democratic Index, other Scandinavian countries such as Denmark and Norway, along with Costa Rica and New Zealand, make up the top 5 in liberal democracy rankings. Consider the following statements. Exit polls are also known as opinion polls. Representation of the People's Act 1951 imposes restrictions on exit polls. We have to select the correct statement. Only the second statement is correct. B is the correct answer. A long and hard-fought electoral battle came to an end in Uttar Pradesh. Exit polls predict a clear edge for the BJP. An election exit poll is a poll of voters taken soon after a voter walks out after casting his or her vote. It is considered as an indicator to which party forms the government, unlike an opinion poll, which asks for whom the voter plans to vote. An exit poll asks for whom the voter has actually voted. In February 2010, restrictions were imposed on exit polls through the introduction of the Section 126A of the Representation of People's Act 1951. Consider the following statements regarding the currency depreciation in India. Currency depreciation increases the country's export activity, travel to India gets costly, people receiving remittances from abroad are gainers. We have to select the correct statement. 1 and 3 are correct. C is the correct answer. The rupee sank to a record low of almost 77 against the US dollar as the Russia-Ukraine conflict inflated the crude oil prices. Currency depreciation is a fall in the value of currency in a floating exchange rate system. Currency depreciation increases the country's export activity as its products and services become cheaper to buy. Foreign tourists are the gainers of the currency depreciation as travel to India gets cheaper, and impacts of depreciating rupee. Here, losers will be people importing from outside, people seeking foreign education, people traveling abroad, people investing abroad, people seeking medical treatment abroad. Gainers are people exporting from India, people receiving remittances from abroad, or NRIs. Consider the following statements regarding Eurasian Economic Union. The EAEU provides for free movement of goods, services, capital and labor within its borders. It is an executive body of the European Union. The Republic of Belarus is a member state of the EAEU. We have to select the correct statement. 1 and 3 are correct. D is the correct answer. The Eurasian Economic Union is an international organization for regional economic integration that came into existence on the 1st of January 2015. It provides for free movement of goods, services, capital and labor within its borders. It pursues, coordinates and harmonizes the policies in the sectors determined by the treaty and international agreement within the Union. It is not a part of the European Union. The member states of Eurasian Economic Union are Republic of Armenia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russian Federation. With reference to Brahmaputra River, consider the following statements. It originates from the 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡𝐭𝐢 glacier of the Zanskar range. Teesta and Dhansari are its tributaries and it is flooded twice annually. We have to select the correct statement. 2nd and 3rd are correct. B is the correct answer. Recently, Brahmaputra got connected with Ganges via Indo-Bangladesh protocol route. Brahmaputra originates under the name of Siang or Dihang from the 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡𝐭𝐢 glacier of the Kailash range near the Mansarovar lake. Dibang, Lohit, Siang, Buri Dihing, Teesta, Dhansari are the tributaries of Brahmaputra, and it is a perennial river and has several peculiar characteristics due to its geography and prevailing climatic condition. It is flooded twice annually. One flood is caused by the melting of the Himalayan snow in summer and others due to the monsoon flow. The frequency of these floods have increased and are devastating due to climate change and its impact on high and low flows. Consider the following statements regarding the e-Shram portal. It was launched by the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Every registered worker is issued an e-Shram card containing a 12-digit unique number. We have to select the correct statement. Both are correct. C is the correct answer. Recently, registrations on e-Shram portal, the database for unorganized sector workers, have reached 25 crore. The Ministry of Labour and Employment launched the e-Shram portal for creating a national database of unorganized workers. The portal came into being after the Supreme Court directed the government to complete the registration process of unorganized workers. The workers are issued an e-Shram card containing 12-digit unique number. Consider the following statements with respect to Commission for Air Quality Management. It was established in 2020. It supersedes bodies such as Central Pollution Control Board, state PCBs and state-level statutory bodies. So we have to select the correct statement. Only second is correct. B is the correct answer. A session, Dialogue Towards Clean Air, was organized by the Commission for Air Quality Management and the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region and Adjoining Areas Ordinance 2021 was promulgated on April 13, 2021. And the ordinance provides for the constitution of a commission for better coordination, research, identification and resolution of problems related to air quality. The targeted region is in the National Capital Region and adjoining areas. Adjoining areas have been defined as areas in the states of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, which is adjoining the NCR. The ordinance also dissolves the Environment, Pollution Prevention and Control Authority, established in the NCR in 1998. In case of any conflict, the orders or directions of the Commission will prevail over the orders and respective state governments, the CPCB, state PCBs and state-level statutory body. With respect to the UN Peacekeeping Mission, consider the following statements. It is for the United Nations General Assembly to determine when and where a UN peacekeeping operation should be deployed. There are currently 12 peacekeeping operations led by the Department of Peacekeeping Operations. UN peacekeeping operation can be deployed without the consent of the main parties to the conflict. So we have to select the not correct statement. First and third are not correct. C is the correct answer. More women are joining Indian forces following long-standing calls to boost their presence in international missions such as the UN Peacekeeping Mission. There are three basic principles that continue to set UN peacekeeping operation apart as a tool for maintaining international peace and security. Consent of the parties is required, non-use of force except in self-defense and defense of the mandate, and impartiality. There are currently 12 peacekeeping operations led by the Department of Peace Operations. It is for the United Nations Security Council to determine whether, when and where a peacekeeping operation of the UN should be deployed. With respect to Maoism, consider the following statements. It is right-wing extremism. In India, it is synonymous with Naxalism. We have to select the correct statement. Only second is correct. B is the correct answer. Senior leader of the banned Communist Party of India, Maoist, and a member of its Central Committee, Arun Kumar Bhattacharjee, was arrested in Assam's Kachar district. The Naxalite Maoist insurgency is officially referred to as the left-wing extremism. It is an ongoing conflict between Maoist groups known as Naxalites or Naxals, a group of communists supportive of Maoist political sentiment and ideology, and the Indian government. The influence zone of left-wing extremism is called the Red Corridor, which has been steadily declining in terms of geographical coverage and number of violent incidents. Moving on. With respect to International Atomic Energy Agency, consider the following statements. The agency's genesis was US President Eisenhower's Atom for Peace address to the General Assembly of the United Nations. The Board of Governors is the sole policy-making body of the IAEA, so we have to select the correct statement. Only first is correct. A is the correct answer. Russia backs the International Atomic Energy Agency's idea of a trilateral meeting with Ukraine to ensure the safety of its nuclear facility. It was created in 1957 in response to the deep fears and expectations generated by the discovery and diverse uses of nuclear technology. The agency's genesis was US President Eisenhower's Atom for Peace address to the General Assembly of the UN on 8 December 1953. The Board of Governors is one of the two policy-making bodies of the IAEA along with the annual General Conference of IAEA member states. It is headquartered at Vienna, Austria. In 2005, it was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for their work for a safe and peaceful world. Rahi Savnobat, Isha Singh and Ridham Sangwan recently won the gold medal at a Sports World Cup in Cairo, Egypt. They belong to which of the following sports? The correct answer is option D, shooting. Indian women's 25-meter pistol team of Rahi Sarnobat, Tesha Singh and Rhythm Sangwan won the gold medal by beating Singapore 17-13 in the ongoing International Shooting Sport Federation World Cup in Cairo, Egypt yesterday. It is the 5th medal for India in the tournament. Moving on, let's look at the practice question for the next segment. Which of the following can be caused by Fusobacterium microphorum? Periodontal disease, tonsillitis, peritonsillar abscess. So we have to select the correct statement. That's it for today. Tomorrow we shall meet again with another segment. Until then, stay updated and thank you so much for watching.